that you were fighting for the motherland without food, without even medicines, without anything, even sleep during nights also. So we, from all the air warriors, never experienced this kind of hard battle, hardened situation. So now we had the stories of all our pilots. They were, in fact, going penetrating the enemy and bombing them and coming back. But such a difficulty that you have faced through the jungles or through in front of the enemy. But the story of only 389 people and our troops and confronting more than 8,000 soldiers from the side, I think nowhere we could hear such a great story. But in spite of, it was a blessing in disguise that reporting was done by BBC reporter that as if our battalion was landed there. So that was the blessing. But even after that, further, the way the things were managed on the ground, even when the Pakistani officers came for a truce with the white flags, the way you handle from the battlefront or your team handle, really hats off to you, sir, for all that. So managing the things, the decision-making power, and your stories of great courage, bravery, and which we have never heard of. So we all salute you, sir, for your wonderful display of gallantry. And apart from that, the way you led your life, or the way you got your deserving due in the service, in spite of being disabled, but you are specially able, and indomitable will which you cherished throughout, with which you carried on your life, with the spirit, not maybe physically, but with the spirit that you have. We salute your spirit of that unrelenting courage to carry on the whatever you learned in our training, and to went on to become a major general with specially able kind of thing, a unique of its kind. So again, I once again salute you, sir, for all we respect you. We pray for your good health. We would like to see you as a centenarian, maybe now 84, 86. God bless you with all the health and wealth till then, sir. So, so now we have so many our air warriors on the call, having gallantry awards also, like our Group Captain Das, sir. So I would like to request Group Captain Das, sir, to ask some questions to our chief guest today. Group Captain Das, sir.
I will just sum up and say that we, the air warriors and the ground warriors, have told in no uncertain terms, and the accolades which they have heaped on Major General Saab, I don't have to add anything further. All that I say is 3 cheers for our Major General Saab, and I cannot say anything more than what has been already said by our air warriors and others in this session. So thanks a lot, and hats off to Major General Saab. Jai Hind.
Are you the same Group Captain Das, the Das who the Battle of Longewala?
Yes, sir. He is the hero of the Battle of Longewala. Yes.
Okay. Can I speak to him?
Yeah, please, sir. He is on the call. Yeah.
That's I want to tell you, Group Captain Das, that and also Sergeant Rao, my book. I'm not boasting. With all humility, I'm saying that the book has gone into a second reprint within less than 2 months.
Oh, that's great, sir. That's really great.
So I would, some of you can afford to buy this. About the thing about Group Captain Das is that I have mentioned him in the story of Longewala.
Oh, that's great, sir. So what is the name of the book, sir?
The name of the book is 1971, Stories of Grit and Glory.
Oh, the Stories of Grit and Glory. Yes, sir. I think we will all buy it.
Thank you very much, General Saab. Very nice of you. And once again, hats off to you, because in front of your bravery, my busting up the tanks is nothing.
I was saying to Group Captain Das that the story of Longewala, the title is Long Shot at Longewala, and I have mentioned you in that story. Group Captain Das, I mentioned you in that story. And there are the story about the surrender at Dhaka is
Sir.
titled The Last Straw. So I don't know whether you would like to read the stories of this book.
Yeah, we definitely, sir. We all would like to read your book, sir.
Penguin, 1971, Stories
Yes,
of
sir.
Grit and Glory.
Oh, definitely, sir. I will share with all our airways also. We will definitely buy and read it.
Thank you.
So it would be a great honor for us also to read your great stories.
I have bought the book and it's very well written. And Group Captain Das's name is there. Excellent.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah, sir, would you mind sharing that photo of the book on the WhatsApp so that others can feel easy to buy?
Yes.
You want to see it?
I will do it. 1 minute.
Yes.
You go ahead with your question answer.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Now we have our senior fighter pilot, Wing Commander Karnik, sir. He's also a Veer Chakra holder. Karnik, sir, you may kindly ask.
Is the same Karnik who was 8th Coast JSW?
Yes, sir. Same person.
Yeah,
Okay.
hello, General Cardozo.
Good evening, sir. Good evening. You're senior to me, 8th Course. I'm 12th Course.
Yeah.
12th JSW, you're
Yes, I was JSW there at Dehradun.
Clementown.
General Cardozo, your narration is beyond belief. Excellent, I would say.
Thank you
You
so much.
know, additionally, you also did not know, I also did not know. Both of us are Xavierites.
Oh,
I
you
was
too?
in the school from 1943 to 1952 when I finished my SSC. So we have something great in common.
That
And
means-
you mentioned something about your group of Xavierites. I didn't know about it. Can I have some more details if at all I can join?
Yes, certainly. I'll contact you through Brigadier Apte.
Sure.
There is a group called,
Sure.
the Saint Xavier's motto was Duk Kit Astum, which means lead on high. And I passed
Yeah.
out from St. Xavier's in 1953. And you passed out in 1952.
Oh, that's right. That's
So-
right.
We must
That's
be knowing our same teachers, same teachers.
Yes,
All-
common teachers. We'll have lots in common, really, to even bring back our memories of the yesteryears, which, of course, we should not fill up the time now at this
Yeah,
forum.
okay. Yeah.
Second thing we have in common was in May 2015, both of us were participants in the TV show. Barkadat and Arnav Goswami and all those people, if you
Okay,
remember,
okay. Yeah,
If
I
you
remember.
on the OROP,
Yes.
that is a time and
remember.
we had yeah, that's right. Anyway, excellent. I would love to be in touch with you to know a little more, much more really, not a little more, much more, and have a tete-a-tete of the yesteryears and the time in Xavier's. How many years you spent in Xavier's?
43 to 53.
Yeah, the same. I also joined in 43 and SSC in 52.
Oh,
Yeah, we have lots to talk about.
yeah.
Okay,
Not on this
all
show,
the
but
very
we can
best.
talk.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, all the best.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Wing Commander Karnik, Veer Chakra, sir. And we have another Veer Chakra holder, Wing Commander Quatra, sir. You may like to ask. Quatra, sir.
Good evening.
He's a-
Good evening to you. I'm based in Mahou.
We're in Mao.
I'm in Mahou.
Oh, now.
That's correct. Close to Indore.
Yeah, I know. My wife is from Mao.
But at present, I think you are in Delhi or in Pune.
Delhi.
Because last 15, 20 days back, when a virtual opening of book was there, I attended your show.
Oh, how nice. Thank you so much.
In fact, I was very keen to ask you a couple of questions, but now it's too late. I am not going to take too much of time of everybody, but I will get the telephone number from TBR and then I'll ask you about your great talk, General Cardozo. It is eye-opening for most of us. A first-hand information, a first-hand happening on the field. I have operated on the air. And it is very difficult to visualize what is actually happening on ground, except watching ACAC, watching small arms fire, small arms fire aiming at low flying aircraft. That's all. But in those 45 minutes hour sorties, we have also gone through lot of tremendous amount of pressure because a single person has to do so many things. It is beyond. One cannot explain in 45 minutes, or even when I'm talking to you, because I generally don't prepare my notes and talk. One thing I wanted to share with you, that is the Gorkha Battalion. What I remember in 71, Kargil area, I don't remember the exact date. It was 6th or 7th of December. I was flying Vampire aircraft, again made of wood, I'll say
65.
60, no, in 71. 71.
You're flying vampires in 71?
That's why I want to talk to you on those lines.
Bapre.
And when we were asked to give close support to an army battalion which was based in Kargil landing ground. That was known as ALGs those days.
Okay.
And that peak was being held by Pakistani, and they used to fire mortars and a lot of guns. And people, they were not getting their, what do you call it, daily ration or whatever armed supports and which is in for the forward area troops to be active. So we carried out a couple of attacks. I think 3 sorties that day, 6th or 7th of December. One Gorkha battalion was there, and in which I think Major Nathan lost his life.
Okay.
And company, all the battalion, I think that was one of the company only, which was being led by Major Nathan. After having seen by your troops of Gorkha battalion, they got so annoyed that they took out their kukris at night and climbed that peak in order to carry out a recce also after the thing. And GOC wanted first-hand information because now the guns have been silent. How come there is no? And plus, I was told that when they climbed, a lot of injured Pakistani soldiers were there. They chopped up their necks, and that's all. Because we were operating from Srinagar, and we were going from Punch to Gate and coming to Kargil and going to Polthingthang river area and carrying out a lot of air support. But since I left that area on 18th morning from Hakimpet, we had taken the vampires from Hakimpet, and we were told that now the war is over, you just pick up your aircraft and go back. In next the same day in the afternoon, I landed up in Hakimpet. I do not know what actually happened. Since there was a battalion of Gorkhas, will you please able to tell me if you have any information what actually happened?
No, I'm sorry, I don't know which battalion. Oh no, hold on. In 1971, no?
That's correct, sir. That was on 6th or 7th of December.
Okay.
We carried out 3 sorties of 2 aircraft each. First sortie, we dropped 1,000-pounders over there. Now, because of the high altitude, we could not drop the bombs on the peak. It went on the other side, landed up in the river, which was going towards Polthingthang.
Okay.
And after we carried out the gun attack, that was appeared to be very effective because their camouflage was very great. So we used to put our nose on the base of the peak, start firing, and then start kicking the rudder. And the nose is going left to right. and it is like doing a jhadu on the what you call the slope of the hill. And if one of the HE shell also lands up in the bunker, everybody will be killed. And we were told by signal in the evening around 9 o'clock that attack was highly successful, and we were congratulated. But we didn't get the first-hand information. Although one of my course mate, he was flying helicopters, and he used to generally take GOC, your headquarters, to Leh area. So he happened to fly in that area on 11th or 12th. He told me just a couple of days back about this. So I thought you are the best person, being from Gorkha, and Gorkha valor is well known. That's
No,
what
no.
I'm saying.
We have 39 battalions of Gurkhas. 39 battalions.
But your community is very well knit. I have known so many Gorkha officers. Hats off to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Vinkaman Kotra, sir. Now we have Vinkaman Krishnamurthy, sir, to ask any question. He's also 71 heli pilot, sir. He did a lot of flying in Sylhet area. Yes, sir. Krishnamurthy, sir.
A fresh good evening to everyone. I have no questions to be asked, but I want to place on the record, just like the General Saab said about the awards. Our crib, the helicopter squadron's crib, will always be on the maintenance crew, which did a yeoman service during the war.
Absolutely.
None of them were recognized in spite of our efforts. Yes, we got 2 Veer Chakras, 2 maintenance dispatches, and Chandan Singh got a Mahavir Chakra. It was for the operation, no doubt, but the maintenance crowd and the pilots who gave their best are not recognized. We are not cribbing, but I just wanted to place it. Our thankfulness, our pilots' thankfulness to all the maintenance crew through this forum. This is my earnest thing to say.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yes, sir. Amen, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you for your acknowledgement, sir, of gratitude for the air crew. Definitely, they deserve it. So yes, sir. I think
And
now,
the ground crew, maintenance crew.
yeah, yes, sir. You have been saying it on all the calls, acknowledging the contributions made by the ground crew in that respect. Yes, sir. Colonel Aman, sir, if you have something to ask for.
Good evening, sir. I am Colonel Saman, and I also took part in 71 War victory, the battle for Jasor and battle for Khulna. And good evening, sir. Samant here, sir.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sir, I also took part in the battle for Jasor and battle for Khulna.
Okay.
Jasor battle was actually on 5th of December. We captured a place called Burunda. In
Which
the night
battalion
time.
is this?
I was with 4th 6, sir. I was an OP officer with 4th 6.
Okay.
I'm a gunner officer.
You're a gunner.
I'm a gunner officer.
Okay.
I was an OP officer with 4th 6.
Okay.
And we captured that area, Burunda, on 5th night. Later on, subsequently, we moved to Khulna also, and we captured that area. And actually, when the surrender ceremony took place at Khulna, I was also there that time. And an incident happened that day, sir, when the 4 Lieutenant Colonel, along with, I think, Brigadier Hayat, they came for the surrender ceremony. One of the Lieutenant Colonel was recognized by the then Subedar Major of 4-6. Then the Lieutenant Colonel later on told us that his great-grandfather was a Subedar Major of not 4-6, 36-6 before the partition.
36.
36-6. That is the reason, sir. That's what.
36.
We recognize him, yes.
Ah.
And sir, second thing I want to tell you, we have met, sir, if you recollect, 1974, I was actually staff captain that time in 161 Infantry Brigade,
Oh,
Rampur, and you visited there with
I came. Yes. I
your
remember.
wife, and your son was very small, and you had
Yes,
that
yes.
imported car. You had that imported car, specially modified.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I was your LO. We went to command post also with you. I came
Oh,
with
okay.
you. I was your LO that time, sir. I was
Good,
captain
thank
there.
Good meeting up with you after so many years.
Your son was very small. I don't know. What is he, sir, now?
He joined the army, joined my battalion,
Sir.
and he commanded 2nd 5 Gurkhas and is retired.
Okay. Okay.
He
The
retired
car
in
is still
March.
with you. The car is still with you, that car.
No.
Reported.
It's been sold.
Convey my regards to your lady wife, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
very
thank
much.
you so much.
And to your son also, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Nice
So
to
much.
talk to you, sir, after so many years.
Same here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
God bless you.
Bye, sir. Bye. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Colonel Samant, sir. Sir, one question from my side, sir. So throughout your journey, you are really unrelented, unstoppable at every stage, be it 62 or 65 or 71 war. So even in spite of that disability, physical disability, you are able to be on par with or outsmart the other people. So now, what was your strength, sir? Was it a spiritual strength or physical strength that led you to lead even the normal people, go beyond the normal people?
I think the answer lies.
Sir.
I would like everybody to know.
Sir.
It's a very good question you've asked,
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Rao.
Sir.
Because the answer is
Sir.
value system.
Oh.
Values start at home.
Yes, sir.
Values start at home. My mother used to tell me stories about character.
Sir.
And my father used to tell me stories about the war.
Oh.
So this value system, do not lie, do not steal, do not speak ill about others, respect your seniors, all that.
All the
My mother
virtues.
told me.
Yes, sir.
And when I joined NDA,
Mhm.
she told me one thing.
Mhm.
She said, please do not do anything for which I will have to hang my head in shame.
Oh, that's great, sir. That's great learning.
And my father said, you are going to be an officer of the army. If you show fear, your men will be afraid. If you are courageous, your men will be courageous. Conquer fear. So values start at home. Then they were repeated in school. You asked Group Captain Karnik, and who was the
Yes.
other officer from St. Xavier's? Was it
Brigadier
Captain Das?
Das, yes. No,
No.
not Das, sir. Become
Brigadier
Karnik.
Gokhale.
Become Karnik and Brigadier Gokhale, sir.
Gokhale.
Yes, sir.
So Gokhale and Karnik and I belong to the same school. The values continue. So these values taught me do what is right,
Sir.
irrespective of the consequences.
Okay.
Do not look for rewards.
Sir.
We in India are a spiritual country. We all believe in God, but God also says, do your bit and I will do my bit.
Exactly,
God,
sir. Yes.
God helps
Yes.
those who help themselves.
Yes,
So I was lucky. God has been good to me. I've done my best. I considered at that when I was young that there was no challenge which was not unsurmountable. And it paid off. I was lucky. I think God played a great part in my life.
Oh. So that's great, sir. That's great. So now spiritual, there's a question of spirituality that led you throughout all these activities of our life.
Yeah, it is not religion. It is
No, not
spirituality.
really. Yes, yes. So
Spirituality.
so values together with our belief systems. So they create a magic in our life, anybody's life. And that's where I think both of them together, empowering beliefs. Yes, I can do it. I will do it. Yeah, you rightly said, love for the country made you to get over all these difficulties. Let's say.
Yeah.
So salute to sir. And one
Thank
more
you.
question for my side, sir. So you did the act which in the human world nobody dares doing it. So the act of cutting your own, chopping up your own by yourself when there was no doctor, when you were a Sahayak, that orderly also refused to do it. So what was going on in your mind, sir, at that point of time to cut your own organ? How did you make that such a decision?
I'll tell you what. The thing is this.
Sir.
In the 1965 war,
Sir.
I saw so many of my JCOs, my best NCOs, my men dying in front of me, very difficult deaths.
Sir.
And I thought when I lost a leg, I'm lucky.
Okay.
I'm
So
alive.
lucky to have survived all these
Yeah.
wars, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I lost a leg. That's too bad. Part of the game.
Okay. Okay.
So I didn't feel too bad about it.
Oh, that's great, sir.
And if anybody asks me today, would
Sir.
you like to get your leg back? I'll say no. Because the loss of my leg was made me a better man.
Yeah, and in fact, it turned out a miracle in your life in this way. You saved your life by shooting, and you also led a unique path, showing the others, yes, a man can do anything if he has that proper mindset or value system or beliefs. Right, sir?
You're absolutely right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, can we take some more questions from some of our air warriors, sir? With your
Certainly.
permission.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
one second. So I'd like to ask any one of our friends, like Professor K.S. Gupta sir, would like to ask anything? Sir, he's a professor and he did his PhD on empowerment of mind. Yes, sir.
Good evening, sir. Sir,
Good evening.
I salute you from core of my heart.
Thank you,
Though I
sir.
have joined Air Force just after war,
Oh,
January 72, and lucky enough to be invited by Bangladesh universities for helping them to improve the quality of learning and teaching in 17 and 18. And I have visited all those places. I was really feeling thrilled that I have been fortunate enough to see Sylhet, Khulna, and of course Dhaka many times. About 1.5 years, I've been contributing to their growth and development. So I could relate myself, and they had war memorial since long. I visited that, and I was thinking why India doesn't have. Finally, 2019, it was inaugurated in India, and that could give me little peace of mind. Yes, at least India also now regard to those warriors and those contributors in the wars, veterans. Thank you, sir. Your narration has been like going to the bit by bit to my mind and heart both.
thank you so
And I
much.
always tease them, come out now. You will be one example every time in my classes now for coming to the from the circle of comfort to circle of courage. And
Oh, thank you.
everything is open, whole world is open when we leave the circle of comfort. And I always teach in management. Thank you, sir. Pranam, sir.
Thank you. Pranam.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Balinga, sir, briefly, I think, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's a really know about your journey, and it is a most inspiring and the learning one, sir. Sir, I will just mention few things here. I was in most of the speakers spoke about the ground crews earlier, even today also you spoke. I just like to mention here with you that I was in base repair depot from 64 to 72, and that is for BID Kanpur. And during war period, we used to ensure that whatever damaged aircraft comes or whatever overhauling, because that time Vampire and Hunter aircraft used to service there. We work round the clock over there, and we ensured that aircraft is offered for war. And then when we hear that appreciation from all your seniors, like earlier speakers, we feel really proud. Even today also you speak. It is a teamwork, it is a trust, and that's all. Second point, sir, I must mention here the excellent leadership in 71 war. That is Air Force, Indian Army, where our mission led to success. You mentioned about the group captain Chandan Singh, the flying officer Sharma, also the army leaders. You kept in spite of small number of people, you could fight with the 8,000 group. Our leadership kept the morale high, and that high morale ensured that you lead to success. That's what I like to say here. Then also about the brigadier, after I mentioned about the group captain Douglas. See, in Barmashal refinery was commissioned in 1955 in Mumbai, and he visited in 1960 on a way to Australia. Luckily, when 1979 I left Indian Air Force, I joined same company. For 25 years I served, and I was as head of admin department. I retired. When I today heard about Group Captain Douglas visited this refinery, I will definitely share this with my management today. Thank you very much, sir. We have a high regards for your courage and your high morale and all. And we wish you all the best in your journey ahead. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
okay,
Very much.
Rajendra Singh, sir. So he's another
Thank you.
high achiever, having become a general manager in a bank. We are starting as an airman. Yes, sir. Please be brief. Be brief.
Sir, yeah, very brief, sir. First of all, my good evening to today's chief guest, General Cardozo. His story recently I read, and I was so curious that whether I'll be able to interact. And today is the day when we are interacting with him face to face.
Glad to interact with you.
And because of shortage of time, he cut short of many of the what do you call narration of the events when they were facing one big brigade and there was small battalion. I think in future we will get an opportunity to hear from him all those stories. I was talking to my son because in the daytime I had given this link of the meeting to my son, my daughter, and my friend also that today General Cardozo is there. So everybody they were linked up today.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
So there is no question because of shortage of time.
Yeah.
But really, I feel say happy and proud that today I'm interacting with General Cardozo, and certainly. And one quote, sir, you said that if today I'm asked that if I'm given the leg, and I'll say no because it made me the better person. This is something quotable quote. I'll remember it.
Thank you so much.
Really great.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Shortly, and we have another Mr. Manjunath. Please be brief so that others will also get chance. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Only two sentences I would like
please,
to
please.
say. Hats off to General Sir. And his quote that wars are lost by mind. If somebody feels we have lost the war, it is by mind before on the ground, before losing on the ground. I think same thing he carried, like he did not lose his courage by mind. And even today he's going stronger and stronger and stronger. That's what we have to learn from the General Sir. And I would like to compare him that he's the Eklavya of our days. Eklavya cut his thumb and gave it to the Guruji.
Yeah.
General Sir cut his leg and gave it to the motherland.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, sir. Live long. God bless you, sir. You are an inspiration to all of us, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manjunath.
Thank you, sir. Yes, Nur Hasan, sir. And then Naidu, followed by Naidu. Yes. Yeah.
A great salute to the General, sir. We are very happy and very glad that words are not sufficient to congratulate you as well as salute you for your great bravery and your achievements, and the sacrifice is an inspiring factor and the motivation factor for the new generation to the entire Air Force as well as all the defense forces. Thank you very much, sir. Nothing to say much more. Thank you very much for your great bravery.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, Naidu.
Good evening, everybody. My namaskar to General Sir. I'm very happy. I'm really thrilled by seeing your qualities, your courage at the face of danger, your planning, and you are leading such a minority group before the mighty war. It is all inspiring. We are proud. We have not seen Douglas border, but you are here, and we are all proud that we are contemporary to you, and we have also participated in the wars in which you have really achieved a lot of success. My name is A.P. Naidu. I worked in the Air Force from 62 to 77. My first encounter was in Ambala Military Hospital, where I have seen all Chinese wounded soldiers. It was very rather fearful. Then later I participated in 65 war, 71 wars. I participated in the Kumbhagram Naga insurgency, and I also worked in the Thais airfield. I was really blessed with all my postings. Yeah. I am very much thankful. God bless you with all health and happiness in the future years to come. Thank you,
Naidu. Thank you, Naidu.
Yes, sir. He also served as an Assistant Commissioner of Income Tax. Great achiever. Yeah, Bhavani Shankar, sir. Then followed by Sethi, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, I am HFO Sethi.
Yeah, Sethi, sir.
I served for 40 years in the Air Force from 1960 till 2000. Sir,
40 years. Wow.
And all the wars which took place, I participated in every war, one way or the other way. That is,
he deserves all the acknowledgement for being a crew, as you're all saying.
For which I was also rewarded and appreciated for commendation from 4 of the Air Force of our CS. So I was very much lucky, sir, that I have heard you today, and you're brave, and really your parents, the aspiration they gave you, you carried forward and carried until today. You are like a shining star in our sky. Thank you very much, sir. Hats off to you, sir. And
Muthu sir, please
Thank you.
unmute. Then followed by our vote of thanks by our General
Thank you,
Pathak sir.
Seti.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, sir. So it's a great pleasure, sir, interacting with you by all our air warriors. It's a special gift from the above that we are able to interact with you. Such a legendary person you are. Yes, sir.
Good evening, General sir.
Good evening.
Sir, a very great, thrilling, a real hero story we could listen. And it's unbelievable to hear about your brave story, sir. The only thing which inspired me is your bravery, greatness, and the spirit. If we are good at heart and spirit is along with us, you can do anything. You have said nothing is impossible. You made it, sir. Great of you, sir. Thank you. And God bless you many more years. And century you will live more.
Thank you, Muthu.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Krishna Reddy Garu from Visakhapatnam. Krishna.
Sir, it was a great, like you people's spirit and directions. Your way of work was an inspiration to all the personnel of the military personnel. We are very happy to hear and very great story which cannot be forgotten. Thank you very much. All the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Subhash Chandra Bose.
Good evening, sir. Generally, we heard the more you sweat in the peace, the less you will bleed in the war. But here today, what I want to say on this also, that is the determination of guts and bravery, willingness for adventurers to face even death leads to a victory, not only in war, but also in life. So that is the example which he has set as a living legend in front of us. What do you say, sir, General sir?
I agree with you. I would like to make a quote here. People who have not faced death cannot really value life.
Yes, sir.
Very correct, sir. That's what I mentioned it.
So thank you, Subhash Chandra Bose. So it's wonderful. I think everybody has got the chance. Now, sir, our main driver of our groups and all the things, JW Pathak, sir, is the person who initiated this process of all these groups and discussions and all those things. So all the group remain grateful to him. So JW Pathak, sir. So you can sum up by asking some questions or with vote of thanks to General sir and all the other participants.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
We are very lucky to have you in our group today. A special thanks to Brigadier Apte sir and Air Commodore Sridharan sir for arranging this game of meetings. Actually, what we have heard from you, it's everything was a news to us. So many details you have given us, and your height of courage, the bravery, and leadership. So your achievements are unparalleled, and what acts you have done in your life by cutting your foot also and all. We just can't think of that. So again, I thank you for giving your valuable time for our Zoom meeting, and wish you all the best for in your future for yourself and complete family from my side and our group side, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Pathak. Thank you.
Sir, finally, so last one, sir. With the 389 troops from your side and facing 8,000 people, what was going on in your mind, sir, when you were also attacking with the kukris during night?
So when you go into battle,
sir,
you only think about your task.
Okay.
You forget about family, you forget about anything else. As an officer, when you are leading, you don't think of anything else but the task in how to complete the job and achieve success. So there's nothing else which comes in your mind to worry about.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir. It's really a blessing for us to have you on the call and know the story, real life, a legendary story from people like you. You are the proud of our armed forces. You are the epitome of grit, courage, unrelenting efforts towards the goal that is set for you, and out of your love for the country, and always defended in all the wars in spite of all the challenges you have faced. So now you are the unstoppable hero of all the armed forces as of now. And again, a great salute to you and kudos to your bravery, grit, courage, and resilience and powerful mindset that you have developed out of the values nourished from your family, sir. Family, mother and parents. So God bless you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you very much for inviting me for this
We
talk.
wish you a happy long life with you and your family.
I think, sir, we all the air warriors should give him a great standing ovation for his bravery and courage and all these things, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you, Brigadier Rapte, sir, and Air Commodore.
Thank you very much,
Sridharan,
sir. Thank you very
for
much.
arranging such a talk with such a great legend of our armed forces as on date. So I thank again Brigadier Prakash Gokhale, sir, Group Leader Das, sir, Wing Commander Karnik, sir, Wing Commander Quatra, sir, Wing Commander Krishnamurthy, sir, and all, and above all, today's chief guest, our hero, unstoppable hero, Major General Cardozo, sir. Thank you all, sir, for making this program a grand success. Brigadier Ajit Apche, sir, and Ashok or Sridharan, sir, for your beautiful and wonderful efforts and making this day a grand day for us. Let's all, we have listened to his story and learning the things, and let us all get inspired by such brave heroes.
Jai Hind to you, sir.
Thank
Jai
you.
Hind, sir.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind,
Jai Hind,
sir.
sir.
Jai Hind, Jai Hind.
Thank you, Rao.
Thank you so much, sir. In fact, it's
Jai
a
Hind,
great
sir.
blessing for me today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Good
You
to
have
meet
taught
you
us
again.
to
Thank you.
love each other
Thank
and
you.
love the country.
Yeah. So know the value of life. Yes, to know the value of life.
Mr. Rao,
Sir.
I have got one video,
Yes, sir.
of General Cardozo.
Sir.
I got this from England.
Oh, yes, sir.
It is a brute video. You've seen that brute ones coming? BRUT.
So if you can share, sir, I will share in the
I'll
group.
share it with you. I'll send it to you.
I'll share in
Sir, can it be played right now here?
Because it's,
It
whatever
can be shared
story
in
he
the
has
group
narrated
also, sir.
today,
It can be shared in the group.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
do that.
share it in the group. I'll
Yes,
share
sir.
it in the group. Yeah, because
Why not we see it right now, sir, so that we can comment
Can we
on that?
have a glimpse
No.
of it, sir?
Yeah,
Next time we can see it
even
next time.
General Saab also
I
can
don't have it
see.
like that.
Acha. Okay.
I'll
No
send it
issues.
to you.
Sir, book, the Brigade Apte, sir, is showing the book. That is
Yeah.
the book. Sir, if you can post that first page, front page, on the group so that people can understand and buy it and read it and get inspired again.
I will do that. I will do that.
Yeah, stories
Yeah,
are
there
written.
it is,
Yes,
there.
sir.
Thank you.
So thank you, Brigadier, sir, for your great arrangement of this program.
Thank you, General.
Sir,
Thank you very
sir,
much.
Thank you, Ajit. Thank you so much.
Sir, that video you are talking, what is the title of that video? If you can search on the YouTube, or will you share the link?
Okay. I know I'll send it on the group. You
Group,
can see
okay.
it there.
Put it on the group, sir.
I'll put it on the group.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you.
And tomorrow also we are going to have
Thank you, sir.
a
Good night,
beautiful
sir.
session with our professor, who did PhD in empowerment. Mind, it's all about empowering your mind. So
We are going
Brigadier
to
sir,
be
you are also
empowered
welcome.
tomorrow. We are going to be empowered tomorrow.
Yeah. So with his 50 years of experience in this field.
Great. Thank you.
So yes, sir. So nice having you all on the call. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ajit.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, Karnik,
Good
sir.
night,
Thank
everyone, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, Muthu.
you. Great, sir. Great. Thank you, Venkata Nageshwara garu, NV Nageshwara. Thank you for joining today. Balinga Saab, Krishna Reddy garu, then RLN Rao garu, then again Balinga Saab, Manjunath and Nurul Amin sir. Then we have Prabhakar, Colonel Prabhakar Samant sir. Then we have Subhash Chandra Bose garu, Bhavani Shankar, Rajendra Singh. So NV Nageshwar Rao. So I thank all the people for making this program a grand success. Tomorrow also we are having a program. So let us all listen, learn, and get inspired by the motivational stories of our real heroes.
Yes.
Thank you, Rao.